Hi, this is Brett from freeshedplansonline.info, and this is from a page of mine at www.squidoo.com slash freeshedplans. And the reason I'm showing you this is I've got a gallery of pictures set up, and I figured instead of doing it all again for a video, just here it is. This is it's actually a shed attached to a house, a three-sided shed I built in Mississippi a few years ago, 5 years ago. And I started by pouring a slab right here, and then framed in the walls, leaving the window openings. And I framed the roof out of 2x6 because it was going to be insulated. And I put in the wall sheathing in the windows, and then matched the siding to the house. See how it looks like? It looks like part of the house, like it's always been there. And here's what it looks like from the other side before it was started. There's this slab. Oh, that picture keeps jumping in there. And there's the inside. The owner wanted it just drywalled and painted white. This isn't cooperating with me, but there it is. Very basic. They just wanted to be able to sit in there, have plants by the windows and whatnot. And that's what it looks like, totally finished from the outside. Got a little doggy door there. That's that. And then here's another series of photos. Here's a shed I built. It's actually a well house and storage. I didn't build this, but there's one shed you could build up on for a child's playhouse. Here's an example of some of the plans you might get. You can get a free set of 8x12 shed plans by coming to the site. There's another picture of the shed. This is a two-story shed I built in Duluth, Minnesota. It kept growing. There was the original top, but the owner wanted to walk around in there. And I framed it by hand, no trusses. And you got T111 fir siding. That's aggravating. Oh, there it is again. I'll force it to stay there. And wood fascia and soffit. And it's got the Timberline architectural shingles on it. There's what it looks like completely done right before I packed up my tools. It took me about 45 hours. I did most of it myself. I had a little bit of help with the rafters. There's a shed a friend of mine built. Kind of like a Japanese influence on there. He's pretty creative. Nice job, Andy and Amy. And there's just my favorite baby, my saw. Yeah, if you come to that site, you get many shed plants. Here's another big shed that I built right out back of my yard right now. This is massive. This this may go beyond being a shed, but right now it's got a loft and whatnot. You could read about it here. Anyway, I love building. Um, I got a lot of information here and some nice videos. This is an example of the kind of instructions you get with the shed plan. The shed plans, which are quite a few different types of shed plans. They're very detailed. And then here, I've got a place where you can ask me any question about shed building, and I'll get back to you within a day or two. I'll post it here, and if you need more in-depth assistance, you can leave me your email, and we'll get together somehow, and I'll help you sort through your problem, whatever it is. And that's about all I got. Check it out. I add to this occasionally. You can access my other videos. But yeah, I believe like anyone can build a shed with the proper plans and the proper plans and instructions. And by doing so, you're gonna save quite a bit of money, and you're gonna have a strong shed. If you buy one of them little plastic or little tin sheds, I know that here in Minnesota, the tin shed doesn't last long with snow loads and windstorms, branches, possibly trees falling on it and whatnot. But a shed like this one, it's pretty sturdy, as you can see. And with a metal roof, you're never going to have to mess with the roof again. It's just a pretty strong, permanent, you're talking many years it's going to be there. And the elements are not going to destroy it. It's not very complicated. So thanks for watching.